I've really stepped in it this time. I got this panel mostly cut. It drops into place. It needs some fine tuning, but some of this stuff's probably just going to be handmade fixes. I've done the final trimming and prep work on this guy, and then I hit it with the first coat of rust paint, or the rust paint, let's say, or rust converter rather. Hit it with the wire wheel first, chewed up whole surface area just to get this stuff to adhere so there's no loose debris on it. I've wire wheeled all the surface area where it's mounting together. I've drilled a couple of holes where I'm going to have some spot weld pass through. And I think that's about it. I'm going to drop this panel in one last time, have another look at it, make sure everything is how I want it. Fit it into place with the vice grips, and it's welded in underneath in the couple of spots I was going to do. Looks really nice and flat black. I like that. I've really stepped in it this time. What do you mean? Well, the rear trunk pan's good. Better. I mean, it still has those pinholes that aren't that important to deal with right now, but after I welded it in, I was pushing and just doing some final stuff, and I leaned on the back of the car, put some pressure on it. I heard like is all right? Oh, every time I lean on it, it would creak. Like, that's weird. It shouldn't be creaking, and I'm pushing a little bit, and then when I looked really close between the frame rail and the inner wheel well, I could see they were moving. I thought, well, I mean, it's all separated, so yeah. But it was moving like more than I think it should. So then I tried grabbing from the bottom of the trunk pan here and lifting. And at the time, the car was supported by the bottom of the rear axle. So the weight of the car was resting like normally where it would on the springs. And when I lifted, you could see the entire interior floor of the car would drop down and the body would go up. So the frame was cracked on this side, or starting to crack. It was starting to split. It was quite a ways through. The driver's side only just began. So I made the decision to fix it. I started by cutting the frame rail wide open. Normally it's a boxed in piece of steel. And what I found is the spring mount, like the upper portion of the rear coil springs mount was destroyed. The frame rail was packed full of mouse nesting, so there was a lot of moisture trapped in there, and it was just disintegrating. Off camera, I hacked this up trying to decide what I was going to do. I took the cap off, I peeled back the next layer of sheet metal, which is basically the floor's sheet metal, and got everything exposed. So I'm fixing the frame rail from the top side. I did a little bit of cutting here. That's part of the bottom of the seat. Let's see. There's the top of the frame rail, and I opened up the frame rail. As expected, underneath the sheet metal is almost non-existent. My new piece, I'm just working it in place. Took a little squeezing and a bit of hammering and pushing, but that's skidding. I don't know if you guys are gonna get a good shot here, but I'm pretty proud of that. It's getting nice. So I'm going to continue working this into place. I'll probably do some tacks to hold it in place so I can move my pliers, because I've only got a couple of sets. Once I get that frame rail kind of established, this middle has to be worked pretty hard yet, but I think most of the original capping will be able to go right back on, maybe with some modifications. But this is just step one, is an inner rail, so I'm calling these the inners. I need to make some kind of an outer rail to tie everybody back together, and then I'll have an actual structure that I can work from. I think this is the right answer. I just have to work this piece and tack it up and kind of see where I get. But I'm so far liking what this looks like. This was a successful couple of hours here, so I'm happy with this. I'm going to continue on this frame rail and try to button it up and close it, because any big monster pieces I have to build, I'm going to basically build 2 of them. One for this side as well, because this side is pretty bad, pretty much the same, and I'll just anticipate having to do it all. But yeah, so I'm going to call it for the night and get some sleep. Got to get up and go in early to work tomorrow and come home and then get back to work. You know how she goes. I've been making progress on this frame rail build. I now have 3 pieces that represent what I've done here. There's an inlay on the bottom and 2 side rails. This side is all welded up and in, ties into the frame, or the spring, the top of the spring pocket also. Looks pretty cool from up high. I've been trying to smash my way through this, and smash it I have. Alright. I did a few things here. I cut out the rest of the floor that was rotten between the inner frame rail and what would be the inner rocker, which is also structure here. I bent up a piece of steel that's going to cover the old frame rail that's part of the back of the rocker panel, and that's going to let me tie in the flange from the old floor pan, the lip there. It's going to come to this steel, and it'll have tabs and it'll be welded. So that'll get me a solid floor. That's going to help tie this frame rail to that frame rail. Also, square tube. I have a piece just temporarily stuffed inside. Let's have a gander out here. Right there. You see the back end of it. So that's going into the inner core of what would be the rocker panel, part of the support here of the car. Now, I just acquired, I don't know how long these are, 6 feet plus. Yeah, that's got to be 6 feet. So it's 1/2 inch square tube, or it's 1 inch square tube, recycled. That's going to get sleeved inside. All right, update here. Lots. I don't even know where I left off. I just kept on moving. So here we go. We got, I think the gussets have already been seen inside. There's 3 gussets in there, and they're welded both sides. Frame rails were then pulled tight with, or before the gussets went in, I reshaped the frame rail to make sure that it's going to match the patch piece I cut out. So the top of the frame rail will get welded back on. First, I need to deal with this section. I want to do this before I go putting this cover back. Okay, here I cut out all the rot, which was almost everything. I had it totally open. I know you saw that. This is a new piece of heavy sheet, just with a lip folded on it, and it's welded to the original. I guess I'd call that the frame rail, the inside edge of the frame rail for the rocker panel. And that goes down. That's going to give me a spot to tie the outer portion of the rocker panel to. Once I fabricate that, I created a floor pan piece and welded that in. I tied it into the rear fender. My car is starting to come together again. Holy smokes. Inside the frame rail, I got the 1 inch square tube. So it's this stuff here. I think it's 1/8 inch wall. It's heavy stuff for what it is. And it's about a 66 inch piece. So it's going to get chopped off probably wherever it needs to be. But it goes all the way to the front of the car, touches the back side of the front fender. So I did, I got to pull these screws out and weld these spots up yet, but it kind of drooped down at the front, but I'm able to find it, and I'm welding it all the way back. So I'm going to have these beefy spot welds from the inside, adding that piece of structural steel to it. I'm curious how bad this side actually is. I think this side's better than what this side was, so let's hope I don't have to do a total rebuild like I did here, but in the event I do, at least I have a plan. Yeah, so I got to finish the frame rail stuff up higher. That's the next focal point. that I got to deal with. And then I think once that's done, I can close up the frame pocket, put the seat back together, which it's not too terribly complex. Just got to smash this piece back on in and hope it fits decent enough. Actually, looks like it'll be fine. So that's all right. Paint it, of course. Seam seal it. Yep, naturally. There's lots of work to do still, but time's ticking, so I'm hoping that the other side's a lot quicker, but we're going to find out exactly what happens. So, all right, I'm off to bed. I got to clean up, and then I'm going to bed. Oh, yeah, now I remember. This is the location where the rear trailing arm mounts underneath the car, and I drilled through the the bottom of the frame rail edge here, through the sheet metal, and into the plate that's part of that trailing arm mount, and I re-welded that from up here, so I've got 4 monster welds on the top side. Then that bracket continues into this rotten section of floor, so I will be chopping this and adding some heavier steel here. Now I've got some really beefy stuff to tie into right here, and I've got some really strong points to tie into because now all my new metal goes right to the back of the seat, so I'll have everything I need to tie it all together and make sure that that never moves. It hasn't come off, but I want to make sure that it doesn't come off. All right, I think we're going to be laughing. Profile's nice. I'm happy with it. I put some color in the trunk. Frame rail on the driver's side is rebuilt and reinforced. I've got those. Hey, look, we got a rear quarter built. It's got a nice.